Tafsir surah az-zumar, verse number 6. A few days ago we have done this surah, verse number 6, but the explanation, the tafsir is not that complete at the end of the verse number 6. So I have to repeat. Verse number 6. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. خلقكم من نفس واحدة ثم جعل منها زوجها وأنزل لكم من الأنعام 8 أزواج يخلقكم في بطون أمهاتكم خلقا من بعد خلق في ظلمات 3 ذلكم الله ربكم له الملك لا إله إلا هو فأنا تصرفون. Okay. A few days ago, I have tafsir this ayat. But I lack the tafsir for the last phrase, a few last phrase. Anyway, we repeat. Khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah. He had created you from one single person. That is Adam alayhi salam. Thumma, and then ja'ala minha, he made minha, of him, that means of men, a type of man. Zawjaha, his mate. Okay. According to Quran and Hadis, there are no mention about how Allah created our radiallahu anha. It doesn't say. So minha from him, of him, that means of his type, that means man. Zawjaha, his mate. Just like men also, but the different characteristic. Just like men also, but different characteristic. Maybe if I were to say made from earth, gas and everything, like Adam alayhi salam, I'll be wrong, because where do I get the fact? Whether from Quran or Hadith? No such thing. Okay? And if they say created from the what do you call this, ribs, That means all men must have less one rib. Huh? No, the hadith say that a woman is like a rib, like a rib. If you follow the curve, if you if you try to strengthen the rib, it will break. But if you were to follow the rib, you can use it. Okay? Because men and women are of different characteristics. Okay. وَأَنزَلَ لَكُم مِّنَ الْأَنْعَامِ ثَمَانِيَةَ أَزْوَاجٍ. And he had sent down. That means he had created. Send down here means create. Lakum for you, min al-an'ami, from cattle, thamaniyata azwaj, 8 pairs. 8 pairs. One pair, according to Tafsir, the Tafsir in Surah Al-An'am, male, male, female. So, female, male. So, two pairs. For goat, for sheep, male and male, female and female. For sheep also the same. For camels also the same. Now, there is one verse here. There is one letter here. Wa anzala lakum. He had sent down. That means he created lakum for you. For you. Min al-an'ami, from cattle, 8 different pairs. Tafsir in Surah Al-An'am, you just write there. Now, wa anzala lakum, for you. That means he created everything this for you. He doesn't need it. Just take it free. You can use it. Anything that you want to do with that animal, you can do it. Lakum means for you. Especially for you. He doesn't need that. Allah doesn't need the animals. You need the animals. Okay? يَخْلُقُكُمْ فِي بُطُونِ أُمَّهَاتِكُمْ. He had created you in the bellies of your mothers. خَلْقًا مِنْ بَعْدِ خَلْقٍ. One creation after another creation. في ظلمات, in total darkness. ثلاث, 3 total darkness. 3 veils of darkness. That means from the uterus, okay? The uterus, that means rahim. In the uterus, there's a covering for the baby. Okay, the baby is in that covering. Okay, that's a very thin membrane covering. So the baby is in that covering, which is in the uterus, and the uterus is in the belly. So 3 different types of darkness. ذَلِكُمُ, and that is Allah. That is Allah who created you, who gives you sustenance from the animals, who created you in the belly of in the uterus of your mothers. Rabbukum, your Lord. Lahul mulk, for him. That means belongs to him. Al-mulk, the kingdom. The kingdom. Lahu means for him. That means it is his, the kingdom. Lahu. He owns that kingdom. He owns the kingdom. La ilaha illahu. There is no God worthy of worship, worthy of uh, worship, zikr, dua, and so on. Illahu, except Him only, except to Him only. Fa'anna tusrafun. Then, if you believe, fa'anna tusrafun, then how? Why? How? Why? Tusrafun, you turn away, you will be turned away from the truth path. How can you become astray from the right path? If we ask them, all kafir, you ask them all kafir, is it like this? Yes. Who is your God? Allah. Huh? Then, فَأَنَّا تُصْرَفُونَ. Then how are you being turned away from the truth, from Tawheed? How? Why? See? You believe in Allah, you believe in the Creator, you believe that Allah can do anything, and then Allah Ta'ala said, فَأَنَّا تُصْرَفُونَ. Then how will you be turned away from the right path? Why? Something's wrong with you. Okay? You believe in Allah, you believe that He created everything, He gives you sustenance and everything, and then why do you turn away? So Allah Ta'ala said in the seventh verse, the seventh verse, in takfuru, if you disbelieve in Tawheed, if you disbelieve, but still wanted to do shirk, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنْكُمْ. And indeed Allah, غَنِيٌّ, ghani means all wealthy, all wealthy. All wealthy means He can make you, He can give you wealth, He can give you wealth. He can make you very rich. He can make you very. You can earn, you can inherit, let's say, a few million ringgit or dollars or euro or anything. But if he doesn't make you to become rich, you cannot be rich. You cannot be. Even though you inherit, let's say, a few million euros, and after a few days, a few weeks, the money will be gone. But he can create from, he can make the al-ghani means he can create to make someone to become rich from a very poor person. There was a Chinese businessman. He doesn't know how to read and write. Doesn't know how to read and write. His name was Lim Gok Tong. Lim Gok Tong. He doesn't know how to read and write. He doesn't know English. He cannot speak English. He cannot read and write. And he doesn't speak English. And he is the wealthiest man. See? Allah can make you, whether you are a kuffar or not, He doesn't care. If He wanted to make you rich, He can make you. That means al-ghani means the ability to make a person very rich. There are many Chinese who inherit millions of ringgit but cannot be rich. Okay? Okay? And his signature is very simple, only. Like that. But the pen, the ink is his. He has the only one. Okay? He owns the biggest casino in Malaysia. You don't know that there is a casino here in Malaysia, Genting Highland. He owns that. So Ghani means he has the ability, let's say all wealthy, or the all wealthy. He can make you rich, he can make you poor, can make you rich. So here the word is فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنْكُمْ. So the tafsir will be, and indeed Allah, al-Ghani, all wealthy, all Ghani, ankum, of you. That means Allah is free of need. Ghani means Allah is free from need. He doesn't need anything. Ankum, from you. So if you are kufur, in takfuru, and if you disbelieve in Allah, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنْكُمْ. And Allah is free of the need of you. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't need you. You do kufur, if all the people in this world kufur, it doesn't matter to him. It doesn't matter to him. Okay? Huh? So Ghaniyun here means he doesn't need you. Free from any need. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَنِيٌّ عَنْكُمْ. And Allah indeed, غَنِيٌّ عَنْكُمْ, is free of the need of you. Let's say, I give you another example. Let's say Putin, Russia. Okay. If everybody doesn't need him, doesn't care about him, can he be the president? Cannot. So if there is a vote, let's say there is a vote to elect the president of Russia, so everybody started to vote for another guy. What will happen to Putin? He will lose the election. So there are enemies of Putin. There are people who Putin doesn't like also, the masses, the people. But he has to make them like him, to vote for him, even though he doesn't like that person. Am I right? So if that one party or one group doesn't like him, so he make an agreement with that person, that party, so that some of the needs and wants of that party or that group, he will try to get it done, even though he doesn't like. Am I right? That means Putin is not free from any need of the people. Of course, he has needs from the people. Okay? Understand me now? But Allah doesn't need. That means he doesn't care whether you disbelieve or not. If you disbelieve, he doesn't care. It doesn't bother him. Understand? Okay. But wala yadda li ibadihi al-kufr. But he did not like his servants al-kufra, disbelief. He doesn't like, he dislikes for his servant to be disbelief to him. He doesn't like. That means, even though he doesn't need you, that means he is going to punish you. If you do kufur to Allah. Understand now? Okay. Wa in tashkuru. And if you are grateful and become a Muslim, become a mu'min, if you are grateful, that means you follow the Tawheed, you follow the Sunnah. Yallahu lakum. He is pleased for you. That means he is rewarded. He rewards you. He doesn't need our ibadah, you know. Don't you know? Don't you know that he doesn't need our ibadah? He doesn't need. But if you follow his tawhid, he yadhahu lakum. He will be pleased therewith with you. Okay? That means he is going to reward. There is a hadith that says, if from Adam alayhi salam to the end of the day, and everyone disbelief, kafir, he will definitely put all of them in hell. He doesn't care. If all, from Adam alayhi salam to the last person at the end of the day, before Qiyamah, all disbelief, he will put everyone in hell. He doesn't care. Okay? But if from Adam alayhi salam to the end of the day, everyone become Muslim, Tawhid and Sunnah, follow. Okay? He can give you all of you the Jannah. But if from Adam to the end of the day, where everybody become Muslim, the Muslim Tawhid and follow Sunnah, and if he wanted to put all of you in hell, it doesn't matter to you. You can do. That means he doesn't need your ibadah. But if you do, he appreciate. He will give you your reward. Okay. So this ayah, that means if you do kufur to Allah, he doesn't care. But he definitely put you in hell. If you do syukur to Allah, in tashkuru, the word tashkuru, this is fundamental of tafsir. In tashkuru, if you are grateful, that means you become a Muslim. Grateful here, follow Tawhid and Sunnah. Not like the Christian, they say, yeah, oh my Lord, I'm grateful for you. No, not that. Grateful means you accept Tawhid, you follow Sunnah. That is grateful. If you don't do that, that means you are not grateful. If you do shirk, it is not grateful. Even though you say, I'm grateful to you, Allah. No, it is only your word only. Okay, in tashkuru, and if you are grateful, that means tafsir. The tafsir grateful here means, remember, Ahmad, if you see the word grateful here, if you are grateful, that means you follow Tawhid and Sunnah. That is the meaning. And then, you follow Tawhid and Sunnah. After that, you do Salah. Then you do Dua. So Salah itself is the translation of Ash-Shukri. Translation of grateful. So if you become Muslim and yet you don't do Salah, no. You say you are Muslim and you don't do Salah, no. And if you read Fatihah, Alhamdulillah, that is not No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Okay? So if any ayat you meet next time, in tashkuru, if you are grateful, that means grateful means you follow Tawheed and Sunnah, and that Tawheed and Sunnah must be translated into Salat. If you do Salat as what should be, then that is the meaning of grateful. Yardahu lakum, he will be pleased therewith with you. That means he is going to reward you. Wala taziru waziratun. Wala taziru waziratun. And they will not bear waziratun, a bearer of burden. Wala taziru waziratun. And waziratun first. To understand, this is Arabic. The meaning is opposite. English, Malay speak direct like this. But Arab, the back is the front. Okay, so wala taziru waziratun. Waziratun means a person who bear burden of sin. Burden of sin. The one who carry a lot of sin. Waziratun. A bearer of sin. So wala taziru waziratun. And a bearer of sin cannot bear wizra ukhra, a burden of another, whether it is small, a little small, little, some, or all. Cannot. If somebody bears a sin in the day after, he will not carry the burden of sin of another person. He won't. Because he cannot bear to take the sin of another person on his shoulder. Cannot. Because he cannot even bear his own sin. So whether the person he wanted to bear maybe a small sin, a big sin, or all the sin, you cannot. That means Isa alayhi salam cannot bear sins of men. The Christians say by Isa alayhi salam bear the crucifixion, so that he can take the burden of sin from all men. No, that's wrong. So the tafsir here is Isa alayhi salam cannot bear any sin from anyone. But the Christians say that he, through crucifixion, bear the sins of men. So the tafsir, you write that tafsir about Jesus Christ. You write that. Understand? No. It is very simple because musyrikin before, they say to the people who wanted to become Muslim, they said, your sin I will bear. Your sin I will bear. Don't worry, your sin I will bear. That's it from Hadis. But the direct translation, the very best one, crucifixion of Jesus Christ. That is the direct call, example of this ayat. Or maybe you have your mother, your father, some people. Ya Allah, is it? Let his sin, I carry some of it. See? Okay, another example. You know Firaun? You know Firaun? You know Dajjal? You know Dajjal? You know Firaun? You know a lot of, like Hitler, so, for example. You know Hitler? He killed millions of people. So you say to Allah, Ya Allah, give part of my mother's sin for Hitler to bear, because he's already in hell, so he can carry some. Like now in this dunya, you know, one person goes to prison, and then you give corruption to that person, give a certain amount of money, so that he agree that he is doing some bad things to against the law. Okay, let's say that person kill one person, goes to jail, and then someone come to him and say, I give you 10 million ringgit, you accept that you killed the other person. So he give. And that person is already is going to jail already, is in jail already. He might take that. Am I right? He might take that. But here cannot. So you say to Allah, Ya Allah, the sin of my mother, please send some for Hitler, Firaun, so that they bear it. No, that also cannot be done. ثم إلى ربكم مرجعكم. Whether you, there is a word, there is a written there, is a wizra ukhra. There is a word there, ukhra. ولا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى. And after that ukhra, there is a small word. It's a small word on top of ukhra. Qaf lam ya. Okay, Qaf lam ya. That means if we are teaching tafsir, you can elaborate a lot of things from this word Qaf lam ya. Say. Qaf lam ya means say. Say something. So here, usually I do the tafsir like this. In takfuru fa inna Allah ghaniyyun ankum. If you disbelieve, and indeed Allah is free from any needs from you. He doesn't be concerned whether you are going to hell or not. It doesn't concern him. وَلَا يَرْضَى لِعِبَادِهِ الْكُفْرَ, but he would dislike his servants to become kufur. That means he will punish that person. In tashkuru, if you are grateful, you follow Tawhid and Sunnah and translate that into Salat as what should be. That is the meaning of grateful. Yaldahu lakum, he will be pleased for you. وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى, and there will not be a bearer of sin can bear the burden of another person. So, Qaf lam ya here, whether you believe or not, you just like that. Whether you want to believe or not in Tawheed and Sunnah, whether you want to believe in Tawheed or Sunnah, ثُمَّ إِلَى رَبِّ. So there is a word there. So you write there, the Qaf lam ya, you say, whether you believe or disbelieve in Allah, in Tawheed and Sunnah. ثُمَّ إِلَى رَبِّكُمْ مَرْجِعُكُمْ. And then to your Lord, marji'ukum, is your return. That means whether you believe or not, you will return to your Lord. Okay? You want to believe, you don't want to you disbelieve, definitely you are going to back to your Lord. فَيُنَبِّئُكُمْ, and He will tell you. He will tell you. بِمَا كُنْتُمْ, of what you had. تَعْمَلُونَ, you had used to do. What you have done. And He will tell you of what you had done to be judged. To be judged. And the Yawmul Mahsyar. Repeat. Summa ila, that means whether you want to believe or not, whether you want to become Muslim or not, you want to become kufur or not, it doesn't matter. Summa ila rabbikum, then towards your Lord, marji'ukum, it is your return. That means you want to believe, you just believe. Those who believe, those who disbelieve also will return to your Lord. فَيُنَبِّئُكُمْ, and He will tell you back. بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ, about what you had done only. If you do not do anything, if you don't do sin, it won't be reported as you had done that. What you had done only. Okay? So here, that means if you were to recite tahlil, tahlil, to the date, does the date recite the tahlil? No. So, for yunabbi'ukum, He will tell you back, bima kuntum ta'malu, what you had done only. If you don't do tahlil to the date, that it doesn't matter. It is not a problem.